Liebe Freunde, wie ergeht es euch heute an diesem wunderbaren Tag? Ich bin natürlich euch liebender Love Giant. Willkommen zurück zu Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy. Natürlich mit dem Game. Ich glaube, es heißt nur Ace Attorney, der erste Teil, oder? Ich glaube, ja. Und in dem Kontext würde ich sagen, machen wir direkt da weiter, oder an dem Punkt weiter, an dem wir das letzte Mal aufgehört haben. Wir sind bei Turnabout Samurai. Und wir haben jetzt den zweiten Tag vor Gericht quasi. Genau da haben wir das letzte Mal aufgehört. Und genau da machen wir jetzt natürlich weiter und schauen mal, was wir letzten Endes hier vorbringen können. Denn momentan sieht es immer schlechter und schlechter aus. Letztes Mal konnten wir nochmal ein gutes Ablenkungsmanöver mit Outback mit Outback verrichten. Jetzt allerdings haben wir ja das Problem, dass wir diesen kleinen Jungen gegen uns haben. Den hat der Detective Kamshu eingekehrt. Ist wahrscheinlich das richtige Wort. Eingeknastet, logischerweise nicht, aber eingekehrt. Der wird jetzt auch natürlich gegen uns aussagen. Schauen wir mal, was wir dagegen letzten Endes tun können. Wahrscheinlich nicht viel. Mr. Wright. Yes. Why do you look so unhappy? Oh, nothing. Really, it's nothing. Right, Mia? Uh-oh, she looks even unhappier. Phoenix. Your client is now practically a dead man walking. Ja gut, dead man walking vielleicht nicht. Ich glaube nicht, dass ihm Todesstrafe blüht, wenn überhaupt. Perhaps that's why I feel particularly close to him. This is no time for dead people jokes, please. You know, we're going into this trial utterly defenseless. Yet, if Mr. Powers is truly innocent, we should be able to find something overlooked in the evidence to prove it. Something overlooked. We have to find something, Phoenix, today. It's that or lose the trial. Ja, allerdings. Das isn't going to be easy. Ja, es wird verdammt schwer. Ich glaube allerdings nicht, dass sich groß was verändert, wahrscheinlich im Case-File, ne? 10 Uhr District Court, Courtroom Number 4. Natürlich wieder mit Edgeworth uns gegenüber. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. Will Powers wurde bisher noch kein einziges Mal befragt, übrigens, fällt mir gerade ein, oder? Ich glaube nämlich nicht. Gut, okay, ich meine, macht auch keinen Sinn, weil wir können ihn schlecht wir können Cross-Examination rein theoretisch machen. Aber gut. Okay. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Wenn jemand hier Cross-Examination machen würde, dann wäre das wahrscheinlich Edgeworth in dem Kontext. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. An unexpected fate has come to the attention of the court. Yesterday, we learned that there were other people present at the studios. Today, I would like to show evidence proving they had nothing to do with the murder. Very well. You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. I wonder if he'll be that producer. The prosecution calls Mr. Salmonella to the stand. Ich hoffe, der kommt kein einziges Mal übrigens in Phoenix Wright Games wieder vor. Ich hasse den Typen irgendwie extremst. Or that director. Ich hasse ihn. Will a witness state his name and profession? How rude can you get? You don't know me. I'm the director. I make the Steel Samurai, noob ruffle. Weia. Salmonella, I'm a director of television. Were you at Global Studios on the day of the murder? Yes, Your Honor. Very well. Please testify to the court about the events of that day. Phoenix. Let's start by picking this testimony apart. Gerne, bei Salmonella gerne. If Powers is innocent, you know what that means. Someone in the trailer on that day did it. Ja, die Sleeping Pills eben. She doesn't waste any time putting on the pressure. Zu Recht. The day of the murder. Okay. I was at the studios from around 9 that morning. During the morning, I was doing an action scene run-through. It took a lot more time than I thought it would. I hear that everyone else ate lunch in the employee area, but I had a meeting in the Studio 2 trailer, so I ended up skipping lunch. We were in the meeting until around 4. During the meeting, well, I'm pretty sure no one left their chairs. That's about it. Pretty sure heißt nicht, dass es sich komplett sicher ist. The time of Mr. Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m., and according to your testimony, you were in a meeting at that time. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Okay, fuck. Ich mag ihn absolut nicht. So, Moment. Erstmal schauen, was wir hier nochmal haben. Also, wir haben das hier um 2 Uhr. 2:30 Uhr. Wir haben die Map, den Spear, die Sleeping Pills. 2:15 Uhr und zwischen 2:15 und 4 Uhr. Und das hier. Contains photos of every victory scene and every battle the Steel Samurai has won. Yeah. Okay. Is that when you always come into work? Oh, no, no. I come in all sorts of hours in the industry. It's the industry way. Yeah, I know all about the freaks in your industry. Still... Irgendwas? I was pretty busy all that day. Tell us more about that. During the morning, I was doing an action scene run-through. In the employee area. That's right. There was a fight scene between the Steel Samurai and the evil magistrate. Was anyone else at the run-through? Oh yeah, that security lady was sitting there watching the whole thing, lol. She was cheering on Hammer, if you can believe it. She certainly has the lungs for it. Anyone else? Nope, just us four. Hatte gerade die Kollegin vom, ne, die da immer rumläuft, die Kollegin da, die, ne, die erwähnt? Ich weiß gar nicht genau. Okay. Why did it go on so long? I'm pretty sure you've already heard about this. But WP twisted his ankle during the run-through, see? Alright, thus the limp. Shorty the pimp. Which of course led to me missing my lunch, roughs. Roughs? Rolling on the floor, starving? Shitting? Geht ja nicht, wenn er nichts gegessen hat, logisch. I hear that everyone else at lunch in the employee area. 8. What exactly did they have for lunch? T-bone steak. The assistant cooked some up. Come to think of it, there was a plate with some bones on it in the employee area. Everyone else, meaning that the witness did not eat with them. Yeah. But I had a meeting in the Studio 2 trailer, so I ended up skipping lunch. So in the end, you didn't get to eat. Yeah, no steak at least. Can you believe it? That must have been tough. Phoenix, yeah. Doesn't something about that seem odd to you? Not steak at least? Contradictory V. Ein bisschen vage vielleicht, yeah. Actually, there is something bothering me. Mr. Manella, just now you said steak at least. So you ate something other than steak. Yeah, good call. I had some chocolate in my pocket which I used to stave off starvation. I see. Is that all? I was sure I was onto something there. Hätten wir einen Essensplan oder so, wäre das gar nicht mal schlecht. Aber wir können, glaube ich, hiervon... Checken wir mal. Hiervon, glaube ich, nichts verwenden. Also war das vielleicht doch nur einfach ein roter Hering. A pun intended. Nee, ich glaube, da war sonst nichts. Hat er vielleicht ein paar Sleeping Pills gegessen? What were you discussing? A Steel Samurai story in our budget. Get this. The sponsors turn to me and say, Mr. Manella, those scripts of yours are not appropriate for children. Can you believe it? Actually, I kind of can. Yep. So nobody left the table during the whole meeting. During the meeting, well, I'm pretty sure no one left their chairs. Vage. Also nicht das Sternzeichen, sondern you didn't take a single break. Ah, well, yeah, not a one. What's he sweating so much about, I wonder? If only I had an idea. I'll wait for one to come up and hit him with it later. Phoenix. If his alibi holds, Powers is finished. Press him as hard as you can and find out where he's lying. Right. Okay, jetzt habe ich hier was. Ich habe ihn nochmal darauf angesprochen, dass er eben zumindest kein Steak gegessen hat. Ich habe anstatt jetzt It's vague, habe ich It's contradictory ausgewählt. Also da beißt sich irgendwas. There were 2 plates, the same kind of plates as the ones in the employee area. Ich muss mir irgendwie alles aufschreiben, aber das war auch komplett... Okay. Who ate lunch there? No, good call. I was embarrassed, so I didn't mention it. But I did eat after all. A T-bone steak, you mean? Yeah, well, I mean the assistant went through all that trouble. I brought it to the trailer, thinking I could eat it later. Clearly a man who likes to eat. I'd suspect as much. So when exactly did you eat it? We took 1 break during that meeting. I wolfed it down then. Da haben wir doch was. A mental image I will carry with me to my grave. Wait a second. If they took a break in that meeting, that contradicts his testimony. I'll press on that one a bit more. Okay, we were in the meeting until around 4. During the meeting, well, I'm pretty sure no one... Yeah, da haben wir's. You didn't take a single break. Well... Yeah, not a one. What's he sweating so much about, I wonder? If only I had an idea. Wait a second. Maybe I do have an idea. Press harder, natürlich. Wait a second. Mr. Manella, you've just contradicted yourself. Didn't you just tell the court that you ate that T-bone steak during a break? Oops, a ruffle. Well... Mr. Manella, what's this all about? Well, yeah, I guess we did take a little break. Phoenix, great job. If they took a break, one of them could have gone to the studio during that time. Your Honor, I call on the witness to testify to the court about this break. Very well. Mr. Manella, your testimony, please. Uh-oh, Edgeworth is laughing. Komischerweise, ja. Verstehe ich auch nicht ganz, weil normalerweise müsste er ihn ja verteidigen. Na gut, the break. Yeah, was auch immer das heißen soll. We took a break, Ruffle. But it was only 15 minutes. 15, that's only 13 in base 12. What? Not enough time for someone to say commit murder in Studio 1, lol. There's only just enough time to eat a T-bone steak if you ask me. I don't think it would even be enough time for that, but that's just me. Very well. You may begin the cross-examination. 12 Minuten reicht locker. Das reicht für 2 T-bone steaks. The break. Okay, schauen wir mal. What time exactly did you take this break? I'd say it was from around 2:30 or so until 2:45. 2:30. That's the time of death. So he could have gone to Studio 1, killed Hammer, and come back. I guess it's possible time-wise. Mehr oder weniger. Na gut. 2:30 wird ein bisschen eng allerdings von der Zeit her. But it was only 15 minutes 15, that's only 13 in base 12. Keine Ahnung, was das bedeuten soll, aber okay, schauen wir mal. What were you doing for those 15 minutes? Ja, was er gemacht hat, war klar. Eating my T-bone steak, what else? There were 2 plates on that table. Alright, the other one was Diva's. Sorry, Diva's plate. Diva's, the producer. To eat a T-bone steak in 15 minutes, that's quite a feat. Not enough time for someone to say commit murder in Studio 1, lol. Why is that? Haven't we had enough of this pointless line of questioning? Your Honor, the testimony to this point has made one certain fact painfully clear. The people in the trailer had nothing to do with this murder. It was impossible for any of them to go to Studio 1. What? Something wrong, Mr. Wright? Surely you aren't suggesting one of the people in the trailer went to Studio 1. Eigentlich schon. Well, Mr. Wright. Phoenix, this is critical. Think about it before you give your answer. Do you claim someone from the trailer went to Studio 1? Vom Trailer. Moment. Der Pfad wurde geblockt von 2:15 Uhr ungefähr. Ich denke nicht. I don't want to write off so many possible suspects, but I can't keep claiming the impossible either. I agree that it was impossible for anyone in the trailer to go to the studio in that time. Aha! I thought you might be thoughtlessly treading on thin ice again, but I see you had at least an inkling of the truth. What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? It's quite simple. True, the break in the trailer meeting came right at the time of death. However, the path from there to the scene of the crime was blocked. Now, the fallen Mrs. Monkey had barred the way. Ich dachte, das wäre Mr. Monkey, naja. At around 2:15, a strong gust of wind knocked off the studio mascot's head. Ergo, when the people in the trailer took a break at 2:30, the way to the studio was blocked. Blocked by Mrs. Monkey's severed head. Ja gut, man kann außen rum gehen. Also da sehe ich jetzt gar nicht das größte Problem. It's actually Mr. Monkey, but Edgeworth has a point. Wusste ich's doch. And somehow... objection. And somehow, I feel no desire to correct him. I believe we have seen enough evidence. I would like to relieve Mr. Manella from the stand. What? It's over? Gut, wenn weg ist, bin ich damit eigentlich einverstanden. Very well, the court's opinion in this case is as follows. We have found that there were several other people in Studio 2 on the day of the murder. However, it is also clear that none of these people could have gone to Studio 1. They therefore have no relation to this case. Furthermore, with regards to the photo of the Steel Samurai, given the size of the costume, no one other than Mr. Powers could have worn it that day. All that is lacking is decisive evidence that he is the one who did it. If we had that, I'm afraid I would have to find Mr. Powers guilty, Your Honor. The prosecution is pleased to announce that we indeed have decisive evidence. A witness. Da haben wir Mr. Detective Gumshoe wieder. Who is this witness, Mr. Edgeworth? My witness saw the very moment when the Steel Samurai skewered the victim. Sicher? Order. I will have order. I see. The court will take a 10-minute recess after which we will hear your witness. Court is adjourned for recess. Oko. October 19th, 11:04 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 1. What do we do now, Mia? If everyone in that trailer has an alibi. I'm sorry, Phoenix. I guess I was wrong. Mia, what? Don't tell me you're giving up. If you give up, what hope do I have? Don't get me wrong. I've never given up on a trial before, not while there was a chance. Only one thing became clear in your cross-examination. The people in the trailer could not have gone to Studio 1. I thought there was more to it than that, but I was wrong. That's all there is. What's going to happen to me? It kinda seems like everyone in that courtroom thinks I did it. They think I'm a murderer. Don't worry, Mr. Powers. If you are innocent, we will prove it, I guarantee it. Leave it to us and be yourself. Be strong. You are the Steel Samurai, hero to children everywhere, after all. Thanks. Okay, Phoenix. This one's for the kids. Let's do it. For the children. Ich weiß nicht, so langsam habe ich irgendwie auch meine Zweifel an Will Powers. Und an meiner Willpower. October 19th, 11:15 a.m. District Court, Courtroom number 4. Court is back in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution has a concern. As our witness is a grade schooler of tender years and this is a murder case, we worry that the defense might cause unnecessary trauma with his cruel questioning. Nice to see Edgeworth taking the moral high ground. However, we have no choice. The prosecution calls Cody Hackins to the stand. Das wird interessant allerdings. Your Honor, perhaps you could arrange a box for him to stand on. Oh, right. Guard, please bring him a box. One of those donut crates should do. Zum Glück ist Oldback nicht da. Alles klar. Will the witness state his name and grade in school? Witness! What? Just cause you're all grown up don't mean you can push me around? Cody, answer his question, okay? Hey, it's you, the nice lady. I'm Cody Atkins, I'm in 2nd grade. I get the feeling this is going to be a long, long day. Mr. Edgeworth, please remember that you're speaking to a child. Try to be gentle. Ja, ich sehe mich übrigens gerade jetzt hier in Edgeworth, definitiv. Witness, Cody. He's having trouble with this gentle thing. You were present, you were at Global Studios on the day of the incident. You got a problem with that? Please tell us what you saw that day. What, Pops? You want me to tell you and Gramps with the beard over there? Just, Mr. Edgeworth will be fine. I prefer a bearded gentleman. A very long day. Incidentally, photographic equipment is strictly forbidden in this courtroom. My apologies, Your Honor. He said he wouldn't testify if you couldn't bring it. I'd like special permission if that's possible. Wait, so you're saying you had to bargain terms with the kid and you lost? Hey, I just got this new camera. Don't really know how to use it all that good yet. But I bring it with me wherever I go. Phoenix, I wonder if he had that camera on the day of the murder. You better make a note of it in the court record. Your digital camera, Cody always carries it, though he's still learning how to use it. Okay. Very well, Cody. Please testify to the court about what you saw the day of the incident. Let's go. Das wird interessant. I wanted to see a Steel Samurai rehearsal just once. I found a map on the internet and went to the studios that day. I went through the woods of the path so that old lady wouldn't catch me. I was going for the studio. I got kinda lost on the way though, for about 30 minutes. When I came out by the studio, there was the Steel Samurai. It totally rocked. Right before my eyes out came the bad guy. Of course the Steel Samurai took him down. Pow! If I had my camera with me, that would been the time for a shot, I tell you. Anyway, I couldn't get it into the studio, so I went home. Glaube ich eher weniger. Very well, the defense may begin its cross-examination. Be gentle. Remember, you're talking to a kid. Press him to the max. This kid is tougher than most adults we see in here, honestly. Und sagt irgendwo auf jeden Fall auch nicht die Wahrheit. Gerade das mit dem ich gehe nach Hause irgendwie macht keinen Sinn. Bam. Cross it. You really like the Steel Samurai, huh? Of course I do. I've taped every show. And I go to all the live performances. That's impressive. Have you been to the amusement park? Of course, duh. My dad always takes me. Poor dad. Found him out on the internet and went to the studios that day. Was that day the first time you'd been to the studio? Actually, I've been a couple of times. I never managed to get there on a rehearsal day. And that security lady's always yelling. Right. Please continue. Chill, Pops, I'm getting to it. How am I supposed to talk when you're cutting me off all the time? Jeez. Gut, dass er nicht so über uns redet. Wobei wir derjenige sind, der ihn immer unterbricht, aus gutem Grund allerdings. Off the path. Yeah, you know how the studios are in a valley there? If you go off the path a little, there's woods. That's where I was. I see. Anyhow. Genau, das meine ich. Okay, der Kopf ist umgefallen, trotzdem kann man immer noch durch den Wald da gehen. Ich meine, das ist kein... Das sieht, dass da direkt hier ein Baum und hier ein Baum und hier ein Baum steht. Did nothing unusual happen on your way to the studio? Unusual? Did you see this monkey by any chance? Oh, you mean Mr. Monkey? Yeah, I saw him, but his head wasn't busted. So you went straight to the studio. Aha. Das ist interessant. You got lost in the woods? Yeah, I couldn't figure out which way I was walking. Man, was I relieved when I saw the blue studio doors. But guess what happened next? You won't believe what happens next. The Steel Samurai. Yeah, he was standing by the studio gate. It looked like he was thinking about something before going in. Then he opened up the gate and went inside. I see. What then? Totally rocked, right before my eyes, out came the bad guy. What sort of bad guy was it? A guy, a person, kinda tall, skinny. Are you sure it was a guy? I don't know. He was kinda far away. He's being awfully vague. Allerdings. Das wäre ein Double Murder dann allerdings. What happened to the bad guy? Huh? Well, he kinda didn't move, not a bit, like he was dead. I guess he's a real pro. What a great actor. Yes, I suppose he was. If you had your camera. You mean you weren't carrying your camera then? No, I wasn't. It's not like I have it all the time. Really, I guess seeing the killing freaked him out and he went home. Phoenix, remember, he's a child. Use gentle words, but be firm. Easy for you to say. Ja, das letzte auf jeden Fall. Das ist Bullshit. Natürlich hat er seine Kamera dabei gehabt. What the fuck? Ja, komm. I lost him away. 20 minutes. Steel Samurai. No, for my eyes. Because Steel Samurai took him down. Bam. Bullshit. Biggity bullshit. Cody, what you just said seems, well, a little strange. Didn't you say before that you always bring your digital camera wherever you go? You were quite clear about that. Cody, you shouldn't lie here. You understand that, right? Mr. Wright, a word with you. Uh-oh, was I putting the pressure on too much? What is this digital camera contraption you're talking about? It's some digital camera, Your Honor. It's kind of a new sort of camera. How do I explain that? I see. Anyway, Cody, I can't believe you wouldn't bring your camera on a trip to the studios. Yep. You did bring it, didn't you? Er hat sogar ein Foto gemacht. Vielleicht haben wir das Foto sogar benutzen können. Mr. Wright. How cruel you are to terrorize a poor child so. I don't care if he's a child or a prosecution attorney. No one should lie in court. What do you mean, or a prosecution attorney? Well, Cody. What? Yeah, so I had my camera. So what? Got a problem with that? Mehr oder weniger, ja. So you did have a camera. And did you use the camera? Why would I use it? I was too busy watching. Very well. Please testify to the court about what you were so busy watching. Da haben wir das Bild. Das können wir definitiv hier benutzen, da bin ich mir ziemlich sicher. Yeah, I had my camera with me, but I was glued to the action. I couldn't take my eyes off it. The Steel Samurai, he goes for the bad guy, wham! Then the bad guy stopped moving. He's so strong, the Steel Samurai rules. Bullshit. Ah, is that all? Well, that was brief. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. Okay. Bin mir ziemlich sicher, dass wir da definitiv das Bild, das er gemacht hat, eben benutzen können. Beziehungsweise, wir benutzen direkt das komplette Buch. Vielleicht. Genau, weil das einzelne Bild haben wir gar nicht. Macht Sinn. Okay. Okay. Also, Moment. Wir haben Digital Camera und wir haben dieses, hier, dieses Buch. I had my camera with me. But I was glued to the action. Oh, Moment. Ja, ja. Press. Schau mal. So, why didn't you use it? He's getting to that. Relax and listen. I didn't use it because I was too busy watching the real thing. Glued to the action, I couldn't take my eyes off it. So you were watching the Steel Samurai. Did you watch the whole fight? Yeah, of course. You didn't turn away, not even once. No? Okay, then tell us exactly what happened. Yeah, I'm getting to that. Klang vage. Steel Samurai, he goes for the bad guy, wham. So the bad guy attacked him first. Yeah. What sort of person was this bad guy? I told you, a person. He was a person. How was he dressed? I kinda don't remember. I was too busy watching the Steel Samurai. I see. And what happened next? Dann ist eventuell Jackhammer dazwischen gegangen, um diese Person zu schützen. Dann ist nur die Frage, wer dann in diesem Samurai-Kostüm eben nach wie vor ist. Why? Huh? What do you mean, why? Why wasn't the bad guy moving? Well, because the Steel Samurai brought him to justice. And how exactly did he do that? Das wollte ich jetzt auch wissen, ja. How did he do it? With a samurai kick and a samurai punch, samurai chop, samurai slap. Something like that. He's still being vague about this. What? Don't give me that look, Pops. How should I play this? Press smarter. Cody. What? Something's bothering me. Before you said that you couldn't take your eyes off the action. Yeah, so what? Yet you missed the most important part. What is the meaning of this? The witness has stated to what he saw quite clearly. Nein, absolut gar nicht. You know as well as I do that he's being vague. Tell me what kind of murder uses a samurai slap. My point is this. Cody, you may have seen some of the Steel Samurai's fights. But you missed the most important part, the killing blow. Yep. Definitiv nicht nur mit einem Samurai Slap oder Kick. Mr. Wright, how could this be? Can you explain how he might have missed something so vital? Well, that's the thing. Phoenix, I believe you're on the right track with this. Think, why didn't Cody see the climax of the fight? I know you can figure this out. Mr. Wright, your answer. We have ascertained that this young boy is a great fan of the Steel Samurai. Why wouldn't he watch the climax of the fight? Couldn't watch it? Haben wir Evidence? Oh! Ja. Your Honor, I have evidence. Natürlich Evidence. Ja. Yes, Your Honor. Ja, die Kamera. Er wollte das Foto machen, aber er wusste nicht, wie die Kamera funktioniert. Boom! Here's my proof. What's that? The camera. The witness stated that he recently received this camera. Yes, I'm aware of that. He wasn't entirely familiar with this operation. I'm aware of that too. Ah, correct. Why would Cody be looking somewhere else at the critical moment? Because he was looking at his camera. He was trying to take a picture. Hey. Bullseye. What's your problem, Pops? You got a thing for picking on little kids? For picking the truth? Pressing, not picking. Good job, Phoenix. Cody was lying, clearly. Smart of you to realize there was no way he could just stand there watching his hero and not take a picture. Right. Cody. There was only one reason why you would have looked away from the fight, and that was because you wanted to take a picture. But having just received your camera, you weren't used to using it yet. So you missed the climax of the fight, correct? Ah, got he. Yeah. Well, Phoenix. I'll bet you anything he's hiding more than that. Gotta go then. Have him testify again. Right. Mia means business. Your Honor. The defense would like to request that Cody Hackins testify once more. Very well. Cody, could you please tell us about your camera? And about why you didn't take a picture of the fight? Welcome to the real world, kid. Oh yeah. Oh hell yeah. No photo? No money? Yeah, you're right, Pops. The Steel Samurai had just escaped from the clutches of the villain. So I held up my camera to take a picture, but the lens wouldn't open in time, so I missed. That's all that happened. Yep. Anything strange in that testimony, Mr. Wright? I'm not sure, but I'd like to proceed with the cross-examination anyway. Moment. Vielleicht können wir das hier dann benutzen als Evidence. Schauen wir mal. Pops. Yeah, I called you Pops, you spiky-haired geezer. Geezer. I'm Mr. Edgeworth. And I guess I'm the bearded... That's what I hate about grown-ups. You're all so self-conscious. Okay, off with the kid gloves. Testify, witness. Testify. Yipes. Allerdings. The samurai just escaped from the clutches of the villain. So you did see the beginning of the fight. Yeah. Did you notice anything unusual? I guess the Steel Samurai was moving a little strange. Moving strangely. Strange inwiefern? Für den Steel Samurai oder wegen diesem Fuß? Weil wenn er sich merkwürdig im Steel Samurai Stil komisch bewegt hat, also nicht so wie er es kennt, war es definitiv nicht Will Powers, weil er ja sich auf eine bestimmte Art in diesem Kostüm bewegt. Why couldn't you take a picture? My new camera has too many buttons, I couldn't figure it out. I tried to take a picture, I really tried. And open time, so I missed. When the lens opened, what did you see? Well, a person on the ground in the Steel Samurai. That's all that happened. That's all. Yeah, I told you I didn't take a picture. I would have once I got that lens open. Did he really not take a picture? Not even one? Bam. Nah, he definitely would have taken a picture. Natürlich. There's got to be something here I can use. Cody, listen up. Cody Hackins. I know exactly what happened that day. You took a picture. Hey. Bullseye? How did you know? Natürlich. I see through all your lies, Cody Hackins. It's one of my powers. My will powers. Wow. This feels great. Yeah, I took a picture. Perhaps you can change your testimony to reflect this, Cody. I took a few shots, but it was too late, so I erased them. You erased them. Yeah. Why would you erase a picture of your beloved Steel Samurai victorious? Well, you know. Why would I want to keep a picture like that? He's becoming less and less cooperative. I better find a clear contradiction soon or some solid evidence. How can I pick holes in such a short testimony? There has to be something. Dig up the dirt, Phoenix. Find out what this kid's all about. Ich denke... Ja. Moment. We touched off the villain, so I held up my camera to take a picture, but the lens wouldn't open in time, so I missed a few shots, but it was too late, so I erased them. Biggity biggity! Bullshit! Cody! What? Man, every time you say Cody, you follow it with something bad. That's my job. I just wanted to thank you for giving me this one other day. Oh, right. What was it you told me then? I got every live performance. I always take a picture when the Steel Samurai lands the final blow. Wazam! I got them all. I never missed one. A perfect collection. Cody, did you really get a picture of the Steel Samurai standing victorious over his foe? If you did, I find it hard to believe that you would just erase it. Wouldn't you keep it for your album? Ah! Mr. Wright, what exactly is this album? It's called Path to Glory. It's a collection of pictures of the Steel Samurai, all taken by Cody Hackins. He claims it's a perfect collection of every battle the Steel Samurai has won. I see. Don't you find this very odd, Your Honor? Among all his pictures of the Steel Samurai, none were taken that day. Exact. Order. Mr. Wright, have you an explanation? If the Steel Samurai had just defeated his adversary, I certainly would expect to see a picture of it in this album. Exactly my point, Your Honor. No, wait. No way. Phoenix? I think we finally discovered the truth. And what a truth it is. Huh? Are we sure about... Über was? Ich hab keine Ahnung. Did he actually... Was? Was? I'm pretty sure what you're thinking is right. Was denke ich? Ich weiß es selber nicht. Tell them, Phoenix. Tell them what the truth is. Bitte? Ja, gerne. Ich hab nämlich keine Ahnung. Please explain to the court what is going on here. Why was there no picture in the album from the day of the murder? Why would the boy have erased the photos he took? I can think of only one reason, Your Honor. The Steel Samurai didn't win. That's why Cody deleted those photos. You mean the Steel Samurai lost? Well, Cody, I'm right, aren't I? Tell the truth. The bad guy defeated the Steel Samurai. No way. No. It's impossible. The Steel Samurai never loses. He never loses to anyone. Ever. Your Honor, the witness has revealed everything with his words. There was a reason why he lied and told us he didn't take a picture. The same reason he erased his precious photos. For Cody, it was inconceivable that the Steel Samurai could be defeated. However, Cody witnessed the impossible. He saw the Steel Samurai lose. Yet, to admit what he saw would destroy everything he believed in. That's why he lied and said the Steel Samurai won. He couldn't handle the truth. Yep. Yep. Order. I will have order. Witness. I mean, Cody, is this true? What did you see? Tell the court what you saw. Jetzt wird's spicy. Jetzt wird's spicy. Okay. Cody, that day, you saw the Steel Samurai lose a fight, right? Okay. You're right. The Steel Samurai fell down. Then he didn't move. Okay. Jetzt wird's echt extrem komisch. Order. What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, Wright? The Steel Samurai was the murderer, not the victim. Yet according to your witness testimony, the Steel Samurai was the one who fell. Exact. That bites, Mr. Edgeworth, doesn't it? Mr. Wright, what's going on? Apparently, we have all made a serious error. An error? What's this all about? Oh. Steel Samurai was the victim. Moment. Steel Samurai hat verloren. Also er ist umgefallen. Will Powers ist in dem Kostüm. Also entweder Hammer oder Steel Samurai. Hammer wahrscheinlich, weil die Leute ja wissen, dass Hammer unter dem Kostüm ist. Ich glaube nicht, dass Cody den... Nee, das würde dann keinen Sinn machen. Dass Cody dann den Spear genommen hat und Jack Hammer angegriffen hat, wobei das nicht sein kann. Weil Nummer 1, kann Cody dieses Ding, glaube ich, nicht heben. Und Nummer 2 würde das in dem Kontext hier jetzt auch keinen Sinn machen dann. Achso, Moment, Hammer was the victim. Achso, Hammer, okay, ja, nee. Ich war gerade bei Will Powers. Steel Samurai was the victim, hätte ich dann gesagt. Ja. If you understand what really happened, it's actually quite simple. At the end of the fight, the Steel Samurai fell to the ground and lay still. In other words, the Steel Samurai was not the killer, he was the victim. Don't you see? Ah, Self-Defense? Jack Hammer was the Steel Samurai. Ah, das kann sein. Aber, was ist da? Aber das Kostüm wurde ja nicht gefunden. Das ist jetzt eine Sache allerdings. So, the Steel Samurai in this photograph. You're saying the man in this costume was the victim, Mr. Jack Hammer. That's what I'm saying, Your Honor. Jack Hammer was present at the action scene run through that morning. Thus, he obviously knew about Will Powers' foot injury. But wait. Hadn't Mr. Hammer gone to Studio 1 already? That's what everyone thought. But remember what Miss Oldbeck said in her testimony? On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Did I see poor old Hammer? Nope. He already gone to the studio before I got back to the guard station. Sagt sie. Mr. Jack Hammer left the employee area after lunch. However, no one saw him going to Studio 1. Nor was there a picture of him. He waited for Mr. Powers to take a nap in his dressing room. Then he snuck into the dressing room and stole the Steel Samurai costume. Okay, ja. But why would the victim do such a thing? I don't know. Weil er jetzt die Rolle des Bösen spielt, anstatt des Guten? Deswegen. I get it. I thought that the Steel Samurai was moving strange. Ah, ja. Also strange in dem Kontext. So it was a different person inside the suit. Pops! Huh, me? What? Actually, there was one piece of data saved. Oh, data. Yeah, a photo on my digital camera. Mm-hmm. What? Show us, quick. No way, man. Not if you're gonna look at me like that. Now. Here, this is it. Lass sehen. Okay. Well, looking at this, it's still a little hard to say. I'm afraid that it could be anyone in that costume. Your opinion, Mr. Wright? I agree, Your Honor. This isn't decisive evidence. I'm sorry, this doesn't look like it's the proof we need. I'll give it back. Wait, Phoenix. Mia, what? Look at that photo once more. That's it, Phoenix. That photo is all the evidence you need to win this trial. What? Your Honor, may I see that photo once more, please? Certainly, I don't see why not. Phoenix, show him. There's a glaring, decisive inconsistency with the facts as we know them in that photo. Ach so, ist es gar nicht in... Oh. Danke, Game. Jetzt war ich komplett auf das Kostüm fixiert. Your Honor, look at this. I see, a gate. Gott, bin ich bescheuert. Ich habe die zwei gesehen, aber ich habe mir natürlich, und dann habe ich gedacht, und jetzt gerade eben habe ich gedacht, ja natürlich, Studio 1, what the fuck. Might I draw your attention to the number on that gate? The number. Ah, yes. Well, it's hard to see, but it looks like a 2. Clearly not a 1, Your Honor, correct? I believe Mr. Edgeworth sees what I'm getting at. But... that's impossible. What's this all about? Please explain so that I might be shocked along with the rest of the court. I'll use the studio guide map. The body was found here in Studio 1. However, what do we see in this picture taken at the time of the murder? It does not say 1 on that gate in the photo. Your Honor, here is the true scene of the crime. Show the judge where the murder took place. Boom. Bam. Here, at Studio 2. I see. That would explain the 2 on the gate in the photo. Your Honor, I find it very significant that the murder took place in Studio 2. Yeah. Studio 2 is no longer being used for filming. I see. And this is significant. Why? Good question. I really should... What? Would you like to take another stab at it, so to speak? Stabbing away, Your Honor. Your Honor, I find it very significant that the murder took place in Studio 2. The path to the trailer was blocked. So we have heard. The path was blocked at 2:15. In other words, the victim went to Studio 2 before that time. Yes, I suppose that would be the case. Remember Mr. Salmonella's testimony? Allow me to remind the court. He said no one in the trailer was guilty because they could not have gone to Studio 1. Yet, in actuality, the reverse was true. Only someone in the trailer could have committed this murder. Yep. They were the only ones with access to the scene of the crime, Studio 2. Wahrscheinlich nicht Salmonella allerdings. As you may recall, there is a trailer in Studio 2. Now, on that day, a meeting was held in that very trailer. There was a break in the meeting corresponding to the time of death. During that break, Mr. Salmonella and Miss D. Vesquay were outside eating steak. They were at the scene of the crime. Yep. Order. The defense makes the following claims. The scene of the crime was Studio 2. The person that the security guard Miss Oldback saw was the victim, Mr. Jack Hammer. Mr. Hammer, for some reason, stole a steel samurai costume. Then he went to Studio 2. This is madness. Jack Hammer hat versucht, Miss D. Vesquay umzubringen, weil sie ihm die Rolle des Bösewichts gegeben hat, statt des Guten. November dann... Achso, ja, genau. Ja. Aber wie ist dann Jack Hammer gestorben? Er hat sie ins Studio 1 gezogen und dann kam Will Powers. Also ist er doch mehr oder weniger schuldig? Denke ich mal. Würde Sinn machen zumindest. Jack Hammer is the victim. The victim. Why would he steal a steel samurai costume? Are you suggesting he did so to cover up the details of his own murder? Well, no, of course not. Or do you have proof? Give me proof that the victim, Jack Hammer, stole the costume. Ich denke mal, Sleeping Pills können wir benutzen. I have proof. You do. You do, Mr. Wright. Now that they're so surprised, suddenly I'm much less confident. I think I'm right, though. Here's my proof that the jackhammer stole the costume. Bam. This is it. An empty medicine bottle. I found this on the table in the employee area. The same table where Mr. Hammer and Mr. Powers ate. The label reads sleeping pills. Sleeping pills. The defendant, Mr. Powers, spent that entire afternoon sleeping. He was drugged by Mr. Hammer. Got it. Wait a moment. That bottle does raise some suspicions, yes. But there is no proof that Mr. Hammer used it. Your Honor, I have an idea. Okay. Nee, Powers' Blood zu testen jetzt macht keinen Sinn, weil man das nicht mehr nachweisen kann. Examine Hammer's body. Fingerprint. An idea. Very well, let's hear it. I want to check this bottle for fingerprints. If my claim is true, Mr. Hammer's fingerprints should show up on this bottle. I suppose you're right. Very well. The court will take possession of the bottle. Alles klar. Ja gut, check Hammer. Wenn er die Bottle nicht mehr hat. Ja gut, es könnte sein, dass er noch ein paar Pillen vielleicht irgendwie übrig hatte. Aber das kann ich mir schlecht vorstellen. Also ich denke, dass Fingerprints auf jeden Fall die bessere Wahl ist. This court will suspend proceedings on the current trial for today. Cody Hatkins' testimony has revealed new possibilities in this case. In fact, things may have happened very differently than we previously thought. The Steel Samurai seen by Ms. Oldback may have been the victim, Jack Hammer. The scene of the crime was not Studio 1, but Studio 2, and those in the trailer did have time to commit murder. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Your homework is to find the answer to the following question. Why would Mr. Hammer steal a steel samurai costume? Also, who killed him and why? Find the answers for me by tomorrow. That's a lot of homework. Mr. Edgeworth. You will need to reconsider your stance in this case. Above all, you will need to reconsider your suspicion of Mr. Will Powers. As you say, Your Honor. This trial will be extended until tomorrow. This is the last extension. Also morgen haben wir, sprich in Game, haben wir morgen unsere Antwort. Very well, court is adjourned. Fucking Salmonella. Ich habe bisher noch keinen Guide durchschauen müssen. Nur für diesen Drecks Salmonella. Wenn er nochmal kommt, dann kriege ich aber einen Sturz. Ich hasse den Typen so sehr. Phew! That was a close one. We were saved by a hair, but that's all that counts. I thought seriously about going home about 3 times during the trial. Me too. Really? You both seemed so confident. Ha! Maybe I should take up a career in acting. I was ready to pronounce you dead about 3 times back there. Me too. Dead. Oh, of course we're kidding. Are you sure? I wasn't kidding. Now, Mr. Powers, we have to go make our final investigation. But I promise you we'll find the true killer by tomorrow's trial. Right, thanks. Hopefully.